And you should not allow market conditions to steal your progress. We talked about if you're just starting out, just getting right back on track. Maybe you're not starting out, but you got off track and you're really trying to get it straightened out. And then the market has a downturn right when you begin investing, or anywhere really along the way. It is good to remember that the coconut pirates in the form of market volatility are not going to get you. You're gonna be able to survive it. We've got a chart that shows market volatility over the last 20 years, or actually from 2000 to 2020. And take a look at this. This is actually actually going back to 1970, I should say, the S&P 500. And you think about, okay, if you pick 1970 there, Janet, and then you pick 2020, well, yeah, obviously it's done quite well. But look at all that jagged chart in between. It is not a smooth ride to the top.
It's ugly along the way, but it is generally an upward movement. But there are time periods, we talk about the lost decade from 2000 to 2010, and you can see that in the chart. But I think you have to look at what is the purpose behind the dollars I'm investing. I'll give you an example. Several years ago, one of my son's friends, he was probably about 12 at the time, and his mom and dad thought that they were going to do this fabulous thing and teach their son about investing. And so this was just kind of, it wasn't through us, it was just kind of some play money that they did on the side, but they were using his money to do it. Okay, so it really got his attention. Well, he was telling me about this a few weeks in, and he said, I don't want to invest. You can really lose money doing that, because it was like 25% down from what they had put in. And I'm like, he's 12. I think he's got a little while before he's going to need this money. And if it's retirement money, we got decades before you're going to need it. So leave it alone. And if you haven't sold that holding, then you haven't lost anything.
Right.
It's just a change in value at that point. And a lot of people miss that. This gets back to the fear and greed thing. It causes you to buy at the wrong time, and it causes you to sell at the wrong time. And you don't want to do that.
No, especially if you don't have a plan. It can feel daunting. It can feel like it's all on your shoulders. But we talk a lot about dollar cost averaging and how that's a huge help, right? Through things. I know our listeners have probably heard of our cow story multiple times, right? How we're buying cows at multiple points, which is just buying your shares of your investments at different points in the market, and how over the long term that helps you really profit at the end. But it's all part of a plan, and so that's why the plan helps us to be flexible and to be able to manage these different circumstances. The coconut pirates, because it's built into the plan.
Want more content like this delivered to your inbox weekly? Visit fastest4.com to learn more.